to the T Robe podcast, your ultimate destination for mastering the world of real estate and mortgage with an unwavering and huge emphasis on maintaining the right mindset. You know, in this ever-evolving landscape of real estate and mortgage, success absolutely requires more than just industry knowledge. It absolutely demands resilient and positive mindset. I'm anxious to share with you my experiences, storytelling, special guests. Let's get started. Focused on thinking, retaining, obtaining, and winning every single day. That's what T Rowe stands for. Hold on tight. Here we go. Okay, here we go. It is a pretty special podcast episode, T Rowe podcast episode today, because we're not in the studio.
Yes.
We're actually at the Select Group Summit at the Peppermill in Reno, and I have with me, working with me at this event, our very own, Figure's very own Alexander Nichols. Alex, thank you.
Oh, of course.
We got to give you a round of applause.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
We got to get there. Yeah. So, but we have, who stopped by the studio, an old friend of mine.
Yes.
And coworker. And should I cut the list short, or should I keep on going? What describes you? No, I'll stay away from it. And that is no other than Mr. Bobby Campbell.
Hey! I'd like to thank my fans and my family and everyone that voted for me. I appreciate that.
That's fantastic. So, not a ton going on other than this event's been pretty cool so far.
Yes.
Right. And this morning, so I'm gonna do what I can to have a conversation about Figure and the technology. So you're up and running now. We trained you this morning.
Yes.
I say we, Alex, really.
Yes.
It was about 50-50.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. He kept cutting in your meeting, yes.
Many interruptions, but I got through it.
Yeah, well, it's actually, to tell you the truth,
working as a team.
It's actually exactly just like our web calls go. And I warn everybody, and Alex, most importantly, right when we start trainings on Zoom, I say, now listen, I'm going to interrupt you. So I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. That's true, right, Alex?
I apologize for anything I might say or do.
Yeah, it's true. That's what happens.
It worked. You guys compliment each other great.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, he goes over the loan officer stuff. You go over the techie stuff. Right?
Yeah.
So, I'm the tech guy.
That's bad, right? So, Bobby, what do you think of the tech?
I think it's really cool. Looks the industry's going that way. I've never seen a company that didn't use underwriters before, so that was new. So yeah, but I think what's going to be great is the ease of use and how quick you guys can turn these, and I think it's going to be a new way of doing business, actually.
Yeah, and I will tell you, for me, and Alex certainly chime in here, I actually think that's really the end game for us. In other words, right now it's HELOCs, but really what we're trying to help increase the adoption of is a new way of doing loans.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like, look, dare I say it, the way I'm having trouble putting this together, but I want to tie it all together, and I want to compare these two things. But the way we've gone about doing loans in the industry, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, most recent years, non-QM stuff, everyone has still lived in the same old rule book. This is what it takes to do loans.
Oh, yeah.
Until now, and Figure comes along, and we're saying, well, why? Why don't we come up with a new way?
So figure it out.
Exactly.
Bump. And we've come a long way because, I've been originating for 25 years, and I remember back in the day when we used trans boxes and we had paper files that we used to do. And we had underwriters. It was processors. Every step of the way, it was a lot of paperwork and a lot of steps, even pricing out everything. Oh, my God. Remember the rate sheets we used to get?
Sure. And then figuring out all the loan level price adjustments.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, right? Exactly.
So you look at a rate here and go, wow, that's not bad, 6%. Oh, but wait a minute.
There's a hit for this and this and this.
Yeah, right.
By the time you're done, wait, I owe them money.
Yeah,
How does that work?
Cash out, that type of thing. Yeah, no, it is interesting where this is all headed and what's taking place. And Alex, of course, you've been with Figure for a long time.
For a long time now,
and so you've seen a ton of progression. And so I'm going to put you on the spot here now. But just in my 6 months here, and this isn't on me, but just in my 6 months, I've seen so many enhancements that are completely geared for Bobby. In other words...
Yeah, to us old school guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and trying to help increase the adoption, realizing that the loan originator is potentially our first customer.
That's true.
With the end customer being the homeowner.
I would agree. Yeah, because we had talked about this before, but I used to shy away from doing HELOCs years ago because it was more work than was worth the money, to be honest.
Right.
You didn't make enough money on them, and it was just like you were saying before, it was like doing a full-on loan with everything, with the appraisals, with
Title,
underwriting,
escrow,
title, escrow,
yeah.
everything. So...
I hear that so much too from so many different loan officers just saying like,
just go to your
"I'm
credit
used to
union."
this." Yeah, go to your credit union. Exactly. No, that's what we're here for, is exactly for you. I would say you, the person, and we're making it better and better. And that's what's so great is the fact that we are expanding this out. And I'm kind of excited to see where we're going in the next couple of years.
I am too. I haven't done one yet, but I got it set up. I got my profile set up. I'm ready. As soon as I got one ready, I'll pop it in there.
Well,
hopefully I'll be done in like 10 minutes.
I say I got a laptop right here. Let's go.
Yeah. Between today and tomorrow, you, Bobby, as a loan originator, are going to be in front of or have access to roughly 800 real estate agents.
Nice.
So I would encourage you to definitely spread the word. By the way, we had some realtors join our class this morning.
I loved that.
And
so
they were
much.
taking notes, and they were engaged, and they were asking questions. I was like, this is phenomenal.
They're probably going to use them for themselves because they're buyers too. They,
for themselves.
Realtors
or
buy and sell stuff
do
for
they have
themselves.
clients with homes that are listed that maybe haven't moved yet? There's an immediate need for their listing client to get access to cash to do whatever they need to do. So I thought that was really fun. And listen, we've thrown the word underwriter out there a few times. And you mentioned, Bobby, that we don't have them at Figure.
No.
And you're right.
Yeah. I was like, what? How do you? That doesn't compute. How does that work? No underwriter. How do you do this?
Yeah. But I just want to share with you, it's really interesting to me that as a loan originator, which, I've done for years and years, you are working on a file and you go, man, that dang underwriter this, or I can't believe that underwriter this.
I know, yeah.
And now
That's a stupid condition.
we
You
live
should
in an
get it waived.
environment where I'll hear from loan officers, well, can you just escalate that and have the underwriter review it? Well, you can't have it both ways. Like,
Yes.
So it's good news, bad news. It's great news that we don't have to have an underwriter to push things through our files, push the files forward. But sometimes it's careful what you wish for, right?
Yeah.
So
Seems like a cookie cutter kind of situation going on.
It is, no question about it. I mean, especially once you learn how to navigate the system and how to make it work. Alex, I ask you a question, actually. I'm a loan officer. I go in and I do the inquiry, and let's say the AVM comes in my opinion, for whatever that's worth, low. Me and my homeowner are talking about it, and oh no, this house is worth $500,000 more than that. I have actually seen loan originators cancel that inquiry and do another one and get a different AVM. Not necessarily higher or lower. Have you seen that at all? Have you seen anyone kind of play that tech? In other words, because of the waterfall effect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, because we go through a couple vendors when it comes to our AVM. So we'll see people trying to press it, more or less in my own words, trying to get different valuations, trying to go against it. I've also seen, some people wait, say, 45 days.
Right.
If they went ahead and did a full appraisal maybe a couple days ago, they just want to wait for that to update and see what our system does. It's one of those things where we just can't go in and, say, manually adjust anything or do anything like that.
What if you noticed that there were several other homes closing in the area and they were going to close in a couple of weeks? You might wait it out for those appraisals to come through.
For them to be
sold.
Yeah.
So that could actually...
No, that's actually a great
good
point,
call
Bobby,
out.
because my dad, I'll just share, his neighbor has his home listed for sale. And if it sells, I told my dad, I said, that'll be the time for you to do new loan, because we'll have
You'll have the comps.
literally right next door.
That's true. It's literally next door.
So it is interesting. I think I will just share with everybody, I'm really excited to be a part of Figure. Like, it's challenging for me. It's challenging, right? I'm an old guy.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not afraid of technology. And as you know, Bobby, I've traveled all over the country over the last several years helping loan originators adopt technology.
Yeah,
so
that's what he's been doing. This
role for me, it's like a perfect match, Previously, it was Mortgage Coach or Total Expert or BombBomb video platforms. You know what I mean? This is just now one more. So I'm really excited about it, and I'm learning a ton from all the kids, if you will, the Alexes of the world.
You're picking it up pretty quickly, I think.
That's awesome.
So it's
and
really
for
good.
us old dogs, you have been on the edge. So good job for setting an example for us old dogs, learning new tricks and staying up with modern day technology.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because I think it's well, I like to say it like this. It's not going to go away. We figure as a company isn't going to wake up one morning and go, yeah, just kidding. Sorry, the experiment's over. No, we're in it. And in it to win it. And the first, I think, to do it. Can I make that claim? Are we one of the first?
Absolutely. With this method of getting HELOCs, we are the first people to do it.
Nice.
First company to go through, and we are still the most efficient.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. And I mean, at last count, I think we were over $9 billion in funded loans since our inception.
Yeah,
Nice.
Great.
Yeah, that's a massive number.
Yeah.
Right?
That is. Considering, most HELOCs weren't that large. But I think you were saying that down in Southern California, you had some that were a decent size.
We have some offices down in Southern California, yes. And I see on a regular basis the max HELOC amount at $400,000.
Wow.
Like, they don't even blink an eye over it.
Wow.
Very, very common.
Yeah. That would be a single-family residence in Sacramento.
Well, sure. Well, it used to be anyway.
Yeah.
Who knows anymore? But it's interesting. What a great use. I can't say I'm not intimate with those clients, but someone's getting $400,000 out. Well, what if they're out buying additional real estate with it?
Yeah.
You're talking about building a portfolio that's unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like, so, I don't know.
It seems like a great tool to be able to get money out of your house in a more simpler form. Because like you were saying before, there's a lot of people who have money. I have $400,000 in my house. I just can't access it.
Right.
And if I'm an older person who's on a fixed income, maybe it's even harder to pull it out.
Right.
So, yeah.
No, I think there's all kinds of upside. And I think even though we're 6-7 years in as a company, I think we're just scratching the surface. Like, I think the upward trajectory or the opportunity there is huge.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to need you, Bobby. I need you to dive in.
To dive in, set an example, be another old dog.
Yes.
We need success
learning
stories.
technology.
We need success stories.
I will do my best. Yeah, I'm excited about it too. I like the new opportunity, and I too am trying to get on the other side of the technology bit. Trying to do more videos and more content and more stuff. So
yeah, well. And here we go. I'm going to give you some video. I'm going to give you some clips from this. Some nice little
good.
social
That'd
media
be great.
Okay.
I'll be bugging you for more advice. Whenever I have technical things, I always call Tim and go, hey, buddy, I got a question for you, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He's not even our manager anymore, but I still bug him.
He's an endless well of knowledge.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I have a ton of fun with it. Okay, well, we're going to wrap this up. We're going to go through tons of interviews, Alex, you and I, over this afternoon, the rest of the afternoon.
Am I your first one?
You are.
Woo! Glad I could help. I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and you did several. You met with several agents.
Yeah, I did. I was doing a few of them here, yep.
And by the way, you're more than welcome to use the Figure Sales Success Studio and invite some agents in here.
Okay.
Check out our YouTube.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
Yes, the YouTube channel with shorts. Actually, you're probably going to be on there now, Bobby.
Nice.
Some of the clips.
I'm trying to get a YouTube thing going anyway, so this would be great.
I already think we'll have some great video and audio sound bites of the Bobby Campbell. Anyway, Bobby, thank you. You're the man.
Thank you for having me.
We'll keep doing these.
Woo!
Alex,
keep
thank
on
you,
rocking.
sir.
Alex, you rock, brother.
Pleasure, man.
Tim, love you, brother.